So you want to get your real estate license and make millions of dollars, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the 6 simple steps to get your real estate license in 2021 so you can start raking in those millions. Hey everybody, welcome back to Devon Money. My name is Devon Cook, your host, and I hope you're ready to start raking in those millions of dollars and selling houses like crazy. Unless you've been hiding under a rock for the last 12 months, you've probably heard about the crazy real estate market going on right now. On average, over the past 12 months, home values have risen 16% on average. Now, that may not seem like a lot to you, but it is, trust me. Typically, homes appreciate on average about 3 to 5% a year. So a 16% increase is huge. This has taken the median home value from $270,000 to $313,000. So if you were to buy the average house 12 months ago and then go buy that same home again today, it would cost you $43,000 more than it did last year. Now, all of that growth presents a lot of opportunities for both homeowners as well as anyone looking to get into the real estate business. There's a lot of pros and cons of getting into real estate, and we can go into those in another video if you'd like. Let me know down below in the comments if you want to see some of those. But you'd be hard pressed to find somebody, an aunt, an uncle, a friend, cousin, whoever, that doesn't think it's a good idea to get into real estate in some capacity, whether it be through selling homes, buying a home, investing in homes, or by getting into the inspection, title, or mortgage industry surrounding real estate. There's so many good options, and all throughout time, real estate has been a great way to build wealth and income, and so there's a lot of people that know getting into real estate can be a great idea. I myself have been a licensed real estate agent in Texas since January 2019, and I can tell you firsthand that it's a very rewarding career. It's a great business to get into, and I would highly recommend it. Now, there's a couple key steps, 6 of them in fact, that you're gonna need to take in order to get your real estate license and start successfully selling houses. So let's get right into those 6 steps. Also, quick disclaimer, while I am most familiar with Texas's process of getting your real estate license, that's where I got mine, these steps are gonna apply nationwide because the process is pretty much the same no matter what state you live in. So step 1 is very simple, and it's just to decide why you're getting your real estate license. And the reason this is step 1 is because you really need to understand whether or not you're in real estate or going to get into real estate for the long term or the short term. With all the hype going on right now and with the crazy home values, it's really quite simple to sell a home these days. If you get even just a half decent listing, it will sell no problem. Your biggest issue, if you're representing a buyer, is to make sure their offer gets accepted, because the listings are gonna get 10 to 12, 15 offers, or even more sometimes. So while it may seem very enticing to get into real estate, it might seem like quick money. It's really not. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of practice to become a really great real estate agent. And so decide for yourself if you wanna make this a career, or are you just getting into it because a couple of friends have, you think it might be a quick way to make a buck? Because if you're doing it for those reasons, chances are when the market corrects, you're gonna get out of the business and you'll have wasted all of that time and energy getting into something that you're now just getting out of. So simply put, make sure you get into real estate for the right reason. If you're gonna do it 100%, make it your career, and decide to be the best at it that you can possibly be. All right, so step number 2, that is to take your real estate course. Now, depending on the state that you live in, you're gonna have a varying degree of educational hours required to get your license. Your course is gonna consist of classes teaching you about real estate principles, real estate finance, the law of contracts, the law of agency, and your course is gonna teach you all the laws, regulations, documents, contracts, all those things that you need so that way you can sell some houses. Please be aware that the course you're taking will not affect how successful you'll be as a real estate agent. Even if you fail the tests and the final exams, that will not determine how successful you are as an agent. The reason this is because the courses pretty much teach you how to not get sued and what documents and contracts to use. It doesn't teach you how to sell. It doesn't teach you to find a client. It doesn't teach you how to get a listing. It doesn't teach you how to close a sale. It doesn't teach you negotiation or any of those things. It's pretty much teaching you how to not get sued and how to use the documents and fill them out properly. So even if you fail the exam a couple of times, don't get discouraged. This doesn't mean you're a failure as an agent. Sometimes tests are just hard for some people. Keep pushing through, be persistent, pass your test, and make sure you continue down that road, because many of the great agents failed their exams multiple times before actually getting their license. If you are interested to know the course I took Aceable Agent. They offer real estate courses for about 10 different states across the US. And if you're interested in getting 20% off, go ahead and click the link down below. It really helps out the channel, so thanks in advance. All right, and step number 3 is you're gonna need to complete your state application. Once you finish your course and you've taken all of those exams, you're gonna be able to start and submit your application to your state's real estate license board. And they're gonna need things like your fingerprints, a photo of you, a current photo of you, keep in mind. Don't go submitting baby photos, that won't work. You're gonna need a complete a background check, and you're gonna need to pay a small processing fee as well. Just go onto your state's website and they're gonna outline where to go get these things, how much it all costs, and exactly what to do. All right, halfway done. And step number 4 is take your national and state exams. Regardless of where you're getting your real estate license, you're gonna need to take the state exam and a national exam to test your understanding of laws, regulations, those kind of things. Now, most states allow you to take the exam up to 2 or 3 times, and if you don't pass it after that second or third try, then you're gonna have to go back and do additional education. Typically, you're gonna have to repeat at least a portion of the license course that you took. What I did to study is I just printed off the PDFs that a civil agent provided, and I just went over those terms and all of the different things on there. So that helped me out pretty well. I was able to pass the exam first try, which was great. And just don't stress about it too much. It's a simple test. There's not really any trick questions. Even if you're not so good at taking tests, this won't be hard for you. Keep being persistent, study, relax, and you're gonna do just fine. All right, and step number 5, this step is huge. And this is something you can actually start doing before you even get your license course. And that is you're gonna need to choose your brokerage. Choosing what brokerage to go with is a huge deal. And there's a lot to choose from: eXp Realty, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Compass, United. There's just so many. There's probably hundreds of brokers that you could choose from, and you're really gonna need to choose carefully. I would suggest that you go out and interview at least 5 different brokers, so that way you really know what everyone offers and what the different compensation plans are like. Don't get all excited and just sign up with the first one just because they're really excited to have you. All of the brokers will be excited to have you because they make money when you sell houses. So what you need to look for in these brokers is see who has the best training plan and the best resources to help you as a new agent really succeed and jumpstart your career. I went with Keller Williams because they had a really good training program and a lot of classes for me to take. I know also eXp Realty has a whole lot of classes to take. They have a really good training program as well. And eXp Realty is actually pretty cool because they have a 100% virtual office system that they use. You just sign into the portal and you go take the classes online, you go to the office online, you can talk with your broker online. So that's a pretty cool thing if you really want to do a virtual based system. So keep those things in mind. Make sure to choose a great broker because this is going to have a huge impact on the success that you have early on. All right, and step number 6, and that is you need to train, you need to learn, and you need to practice continually. The easiest way to become successful right off the bat is to do those 3 things: train, practice, and learn. You have to do that constantly, and don't stop just because you're starting to sell a few houses. You're going to need to learn scripts, you're going to need to learn the market, you're going to need to learn to negotiate. There's so many different things that you need to learn. And so I recommend finding a couple mentors, a couple agents that have been in the business for a little bit and are very good at selling houses. Go shadow them, go ask them questions, go take them out for lunch or for dinner and see what they suggest that you start learning and practicing so that way you can become successful. And as you shadow them, take notes as far as what they're doing with their clients and with their systems in order to gain more clients and in order to sell more houses. A great way to speed up that learning curve is actually to join a team that has a really great system to train you and to help you learn and to grow really fast. That's what I did. It was extremely helpful, and I definitely would not have been as successful as I was as early on without the team that I had. Well, that's it. Those are the 6 steps to get your real estate license in 2021. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any other questions, if you need some help, or if you just want to chit chat. I'll be down there answering your questions. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.